Hey everybody, welcome to collegecandy.com. It's Caitlin. Today I want to talk to you about a couple of products to help with stress and skincare. It's only the first couple weeks of school, but I know I'm already stressed out. I'm sure some of y'all are too. It's my senior year, so there's a lot of things going on, and it's kind of hard to keep your skin in check and to stay focused at the same time. So I'm going to go over a couple of these products with you. Probably one of the first things that I notice when I get really stressed out is I start to break out. And not even a lot, it'll just be like a couple of blemishes here and there, but still it's really annoying, especially if you're one who usually has good skin. I've dealt with acne my whole life, so I'm pretty much used to it. When I get a breakout, it's not that big of a deal anymore, but it still is frustrating. I've been testing out this system called Claridge. It's a 3-step system, kind of like Proactive, but definitely a lot better. And it has a cleanser, a toner, and a lotion. And it's comprised of benzoyl peroxide and salicylic acid. So this is something that if you have acne-prone skin and you have oily skin, this would be a really good option for you if you've been trying things and you've noticed it's not really working, or if you're on prescription and that's not working for you. I know a lot of times people will take the next step to Accutane like I did, but if you're not ready to take that step, this is another option for you to try. One thing that I think is really interesting about this system is that it actually targets DHT, which is the main hormone that causes acne. So if you haven't targeted where yours comes from, you might want to talk to your dermatologist and try and find out the root of your acne problem. This is something that I personally have dealt with. If you have oily skin, you're probably dealing with the same thing. Oily skin is actually a blessing in disguise. I know I've told y'all this before, but it helps with keeping your wrinkles at bay when you get older. So you'll start to wrinkle later if you have oily skin. So don't freak out about it. You just have to learn kind of how to tame it down. You can probably still use this if you have dry skin, but I wouldn't recommend it because it is really drying. It has a lot of acid in it and a lot of products that will dry you out. But I think if you have normal to combination or normal to oily, that this is a good choice for you. If you are getting really stressed out and you notice you're breaking out a lot, getting really oily because of that stress, this could help you as well. So I was in recruitment for the first 2 weeks of August, and it's a really stressful time, and it's hot in the house, and I've been dealing with all kinds of things, and then school started and I got really stressed. So I did break out a lot, and through that time period I was using the Claridge, which really helped keep my breakouts at bay, helped heal them really fast, helped get rid of them really fast. So this, I think, is a really good option. It's $75 for a 2-month supply, which seems like a lot, but honestly, I've been using this every day for the past month and a half, and I'm not even halfway through all of this stuff yet, so it probably will last you a little longer than 2 months. And if you think about it, if you use this in place of a prescription or in place of other products that you've been using, I think it'll even out. It's a foam cleanser, which I think is awesome. Foam to me is it's like one of my favorite cleansers, foam and gel. I don't really like cream cleansers that much, but it doesn't burn, it doesn't really have a smell, so that's good. The toner has a strong smell. I used it when I was hungover one day, and it smells pretty strongly like alcohol, but it works really well. It does sting a little bit, so you need to kind of adjust to that. And the lotion doesn't really have a scent to me, but it's got a little bit of a gritty texture. Use all of these twice a day, so starting out I would recommend using it once a day and then pairing it with like a Cetaphil cleanser or something really mild and a mild lotion for the second time that you're washing your face, just because it's really drying those first couple of weeks. So you want to be careful with this kind of product. Anything that has a lot of acid in it or benzoyl peroxide, you want to kind of ease into it because it's going to dry you out a lot. But if you are getting stressed out, if you're getting a lot of breakouts, if you can't figure out where your acne is coming from and you're getting really oily, I think Claridge is a really great option for you as an alternative to prescription or to taking another step further with medication. I think you should try this out first and see if it works for you. I've also been testing out this NoNo Skin device, which it's a lot like the Zino Zit Zapper, which has been advertised all over the place. So I was actually kind of interested to see how this compared to that, because I've used a Xeno before, and Xeno doesn't really do much, especially for me. And it gets really hot and it kind of hurts when you use it. This does not feel like anything, so it's kind of difficult to feel if it's actually working. This NoNo device is $180, which is really steep, so I wouldn't invest in it if you really don't need it. I think this NoNo device is really good for like stress-induced acne or small blemishes. I wouldn't recommend using it if you have a lot of breakouts, because it's going to take a long time. It's not really going to do what you want it to do, and I would hate for you to spend $180 on something that really isn't going to help you in the long run. Basically what this does, it uses light technology, and you push this little button. It comes with a charger, so you can always have it charged when you need it, and you apply it to whatever blemish you have. And you'll push the button and then it'll light up and kind of pulse, and it makes a little bit of noise. It sends like pulse lights. The light will pulse for about 10 seconds, and you can use it multiple times on the same spot. The booklet here that it comes with says to treat each one twice. I'm a little hesitant to endorse these kinds of products just because I feel like if you're having acne problems to the point where you need to buy a device for it, I think that you need to go see a dermatologist. I think this would be great for, those little cysts that pop up every now and then, or you're getting stress-induced breakouts, which is why it's part of this little kit, because it's, to help manage stress and stay focused in school. But I would not personally go out and purchase this on my own, just because I feel like there are other ways that are cheaper to treat my acne. I have spot treatments and stuff that are topical, that are creams that work a lot better and a lot faster versus buying a $180 device. But, it does, that being said, it does do what it says it does. It's hard to tell if it'll work on your skin or not, because everybody's different. This worked on some of my blemishes, but not others. So it really depends on what kind of acne you're having, what kind of blemish it is. It definitely reduced the inflammation of breakouts. Like if I had a really bad one, it definitely helped it go down in size and swelling, but it didn't make it go away, if that makes sense, which I feel like is what this is aiming to do. So if that's your expectation for this product, it's not going to do that. It's not just going to all of a sudden make your skin completely clear. So let that be a warning to you. Another thing that I've been testing out for back to school are 21 Drops. This is a brand that makes Aromatherapy Drops, and it's supposed to do different things depending on what the drop is. So it's basically essential oils in this little tube, and they sent me number 9, which is Focus, which is great for school. It's this little rolly ball in this cute little tube, and they come in all different colors. And it has like this little handout of all the different types that they have. They have everything from stuff for headaches, which I actually would be really interested to try out because I get a lot of headaches. They have one for hangovers, which I'm not sure if it works or not. Calm, decongest, sleep. So I think this is really interesting. I think it's a really interesting approach to dealing with things in your life. And they sent me Focus, which is number 9. It's made with rosemary leaf oil, peppermint leaf oil, frankincense resin oil, and jojoba seed oil. And basically it says to apply to your temples, the side and back of your neck, and then you're supposed to kind of smell everything throughout the day. I didn't notice that, I was like trying to focus on stuff. Like I couldn't like sit down and write a 5-page paper just because I had these drops. If anything, it smells really good, and, people were like, oh, what perfume are you wearing? And I was like, I'm not, I'm wearing aromatherapy oil. So I think it is a really cool idea. I'm not sure if Focus works, but I really would be interested to see the other ones. They retail for $29. You can find them at 21drops.com. So if you're interested, you can go look on their website for more information. Let me know if you have any of your own tips for dealing with stress and acne and trying to focus. I'd be happy to hear them, and I think everyone else would too. If you have any questions about these products, don't hesitate to ask me. As usual, don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Twitter at College Candy, follow me at Caitlin Corsetti, and I will see you guys next week.